Hi guys. So, Wuthering Waves has been out for over a day now, so I just wanted to talk about it. About my adventures and what I did so far in the game. And also, some other issues. So, there's been something I don't understand when it comes to talk about Wuthering Waves, which I did do before, and obviously it comes with lots of hate, which is to be expected in gacha games. Now, the first thing I would like to talk about is that if you mention anything about any Wuthering Wave issues, you seem to be more than likely be called a Genshin fan, which this happens quite often actually. I don't understand what's the reasoning behind this, like why the instant you talk about an issue about Wuthering Waves, you're instantly called like Genshin shill or anything or some sort of crazy stand. Like this seems a bit weird. Like I even though I've played Genshin before, I've quit it, but I'm still known as a crazy Genshin fan whenever I mention any sort of issue with Wuthering Waves. And then another thing is that another phrase that people usually say is stop comparing it to Genshin because Genshin copied Breath of the Wild. And so about this one, it's like I don't think people ever have said that Genshin isn't a copy. I'm pretty sure everyone knows Genshin is a game that's like straight up copy to Breath of the Wild. And also, I also don't get why calling a game that's copied another game is bad. I never understood why being a pioneer of a genre is that important to a game's livelihood. Like if this game's fun, I would want another game to copy it so that it would have even more content, right? Like more of the content that I thought was fun. And another thing is stop being toxic on this game. This one's a bit, stupid. I don't think it's toxic stating bugs and issues of the games that I've played. What I think counts as being toxic is when someone starts calling someone else stupid just because they don't agree with them. I think that's toxicity, not, stating certain bugs or issues with a game. Now, aside from this, I just want to say the game has a lot of potential to go above and beyond if they just fix some of these issues that I am going to list right now. So, I know right now the game has a lot of laggy issues, like even on gaming PCs that are 3080. I even had a friend that has a 4080 GPU and they still have certain, frame drops in whatever they start, especially when people start the game, which is normal, I guess, because whenever you start the game, they have to load in all of the props and stuff. But even after you start the game, there still seems to be a lot of lag. And another thing, the next thing that I would list is that the boss resetting when it the dashes out of bounds in general. Because I was just last night I was like grinding some bosses, trying to catch them, their echoes. But the one that was dashing out of bounds like crazy was Thundering Memphis. I'm sure a lot of people has fought that one. That one's one of the easier ones. So every time it tries to, because whenever it attacks, it does like some sort of dashing attack. It just dashes out of bounds and it just resets. And it resetted like 10 times before I was able to kill it. Now, sure, you can argue that try to stay in the middle, but that's exactly what I did. But, sometimes the boss just dashes too much. But yeah, hopefully they have like some sort of way to, instead of resetting the HP bar, just have it run back in. I feel like that would be pretty easy to fix. Alright, next thing is that the auto targeting in this game seems a bit random. Because whenever I'm fighting monsters or like lots of mobs at once, it seems to target one and then whenever I'm using an ability, it starts switching up targets. It just swaps to one behind me, or it just swaps to one from far away, or whatever. It just keeps swapping enemies. It's not that big of a deal, honestly, but still, hopefully they don't let this, or even kind of wish there wasn't even auto targeting. But yeah, that's it for that one. Another problem is teleporting, which probably has to do with the lag, but it gets so bad to a point where I don't know if people have experienced it much, but once in a while, whenever I'm fighting bosses and you use an ultimate and then you switch characters, you instantly get teleported on top of a mountain. I don't know if this is the cause of the issue, but I think that's probably it. Whenever you ulti or use a skill and you swap characters really fast, you just get teleported really far away. I guess they just fling you because of the iframes. Like, they fling you all the way up. Yeah, I guess that's probably it. But yeah, hopefully they get that out of the game too, because I wouldn't want to fight a boss and all of a sudden reset the boss because I get teleported out. Um, and probably the last thing I would say is the UI of the game, which, it looks okay, honestly, but I feel like it could be better. Like, in comparison to other gacha games, I feel like they probably should have like a better outline or something. I mean, this is more opinionated problem, but all my friends say that it does look a bit bland and it could be, you know, at least designed a tiny bit better. I think the UI it looks like the typical mobile, like the old mobile game UIs. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have pressed that button. Now it lags. Yeah, I by accidentally pressed the web page button, so now there's like a circle in front of my page. Alright, finally loaded. X this out. It's gonna take a while. Alright, we're good. But yeah, other than those, I can't really remember what else issues I would have at the top of my head, but if they are able to get rid of these issues, I feel like we have a pretty solid game. And I also hope in the future maybe they add like the elusive realm, which was simulated from Star Rail with friends, This thing, if I can show you guys, I think it was part of the shows over here too. Yeah, Depths of the Elusive Realm. This thing, basically, it's like a roguelike game mode inside Wuthering Waves. I really enjoy it. This is probably my favorite part, and I hope maybe they'll allow friends to join it too, or any other game mode with friends that I can play with, because I do like playing games with friends. We get to talk while we play. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.